10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh, it's not gonna work with that kind of
Transaction completed.
Live at CNT.
D.L.E. What up? If you knew how hard it is to live without.
Yeah. What up? What's going on out there, man? Happy Halloween. It's quite a one big deal.
And it's Miss E, baby.
And it's us, it's we.
It's D.L.E.
Yes. Long weekend. Check this out.
Lovely weekend.
Nelly, what's going on? Shout out to everybody. Look, I just looked at the numbers, and the month is almost up, right? And when I looked at the numbers, we have hit 6,200 active listeners now.
Yay.
Yeah, 6,200 active
Go
listeners.
D.L.E.
Yeah, so I thought that was pretty dope. We moving the numbers. We would like to get to 10,000 real soon. You know, E?
Yeah.
Real soon.
20,000 would be nice.
34.
Yeah, 1 million. How
30.
about
All
that?
right, let's go for the millies. Yeah, so the numbers are going up as far as with D.L.E. listeners, and that's whether if you're listening on what do you call it, Facebook, or tuning in from Facebook or Instagram or DLE.com. But I would prefer you guys to just go to DLE.com and hit the link, or not even hit the link. You could just go there. The player is right there. You could just listen to it from there, you know. But as of right now, when we come on Sundays, if you guys want to hear this show in its entirety with the music in the background, the phone calls, whatever, you guys can go on to Spreaker.com.
Yeah, Spreaker's always good and crispy.
Yeah, it's very crisp.
Won't see
over
us,
there.
But you definitely hear the whole show.
Right.
Crispy.
But the good thing is you could watch and hear us at the same time. Different apps. So on Spreaker, all you got to do is look for 7 Spring Studio, or just type in DLE Radio and we'll pop up. All right. Now on another note, what you about to say? Pop. That's what you said.
I said. So
here's another thing. If you want, you guys can also call in today. All right. You can call us at 470-412-0917. That's 470-412-0917. Man, I've been caught up with a couple of artists. We're gonna play some artists, some new tunes. You know.
You all right over there?
Yeah, man. I was gonna say songs, tunes, music. I had like 3 things going on. But we're gonna play some new music from some new artists. I got Mr. AI. I know y'all been hearing that Santoya track playing, that Tierra Santoya track playing.
Honey.
That wall track is crazy. If you go to her page, you'll see she going crazy over there. We got some AOK that I'm gonna rock tonight, and we definitely got some BJ Bowers we gonna play.
Okay.
Cause that's fam. All right. Now, before we get into our break and play this first joint from Mr. AI, the craziest thing happened today. It's not crazy.
Halloween.
It is Halloween, first off.
Mm-hmm.
It is Halloween, first off.
That's what happened.
Yeah. But what threw me off, I don't think it threw me off, and I'm sure it's not going to throw none of y'all off either, but we're going to talk about this situation with Alpo.
The dog food?
No, Alpo, easiest way to explain it. Paid in full, the movie?
Yeah.
All right, you remember the guy that he turned on his homeboy and shot him and took his money and everything like that, the flashy one?
Oh,
but,
yeah.
So he finally got out of jail like a couple years ago.
Mm-hmm.
He just was murdered this morning.
Oh,
Yeah,
man.
drive-by. So,
Man, sorry to hear that.
yeah, well, that's what we're going to talk about.
Okay.
We're going to talk about this. Also, I want to talk about this Jada Pinkett Smith situation with Will.
I kept hearing the names, but I didn't know what was going on. I guess I didn't bother to find out either.
Yeah, no, we're going to talk about it, E.
Okay.
We're going to talk about it. We're going to get to it. So, as of right now, let's go ahead and get into the first song by my homie, Mr. AI. All right. Drip in the streets or something like that. I don't even know. It was
Stripping and dripping?
Stripping and dripping or something. But it's a dope. It's dope. Let's get into that. We'll come right back. All right.
All right.
It's quite a one big deal.
It's Miss C, baby.
And it's us as we. It's
D.L.E.
We'll be right back.
Say I get my drip in the street. No, I don't fuck with you hoes. I got me a different petite, a Richard Lee. Rockin' Chanel with his code. I'm Louis Vuitton in my feet. My neck is on fleek. VVS down on my toes. I'm shooting my best from the deep, and yo bitch is a freak. Niggas be acting like hoes. Say I get my, I get my, woo, woo. I get my, I get my, woo, woo. I get my drip in the street. Woo, woo. I get my, I get my, woo, woo. No, I get my drip in the street, but niggas be talking like they wanna play with the king. You know that I stay with our kings, and all of my niggas, they ride with them 30s and beams. Cause nigga, we playing for keeps, and all of my shooters, they riding with me. Givenchy my T, my bitch might go double or C's. We ballin' way out of your league. I foreign my million for leagues, but live the American dream. My method is nothing but cream. Drum got 100, I buck with the beam, and niggas can't fuck with my team. Yeah, yeah, touch me, I clutch on the thing, then pull off in testes and touch on the screen. Yeah, yeah, I make it rain all on you hoes. They call it a drip in the street. Say I get my drip in the street. No, I don't fuck with you hoes. I got me a different petite, a Richard Lee. Rockin' Chanel with his code. I'm Louis Vuitton in my feet. My neck is on fleek. VVS down on my toes. I'm shooting my best from the deep, and yo bitch is a freak. Niggas be acting like hoes. Say I get my
drip from the street, but niggas don't play with my name. Fuck it, I'm up in my aim. Fuck it, I'm dropping that bag. Got the whole city on his ass. Standing on sofas in my new D.L.E. Popping rose to a spill on the floor. Bad little bitch and I might hit her raw. In the front right outside and it's burning like gold. Neck like a fountain. So much water that it feel like I'm drowning. Lost a couple million, but who the fuck counting? Realest nigga breathing, how the fuck you gon' doubt him? This that part where I lean on him. 2 kill text with the beams on him. Literally flew out to Italy to got me some 50 and I singed on him.
Say I get my drip in the street. No, I don't fuck with you hoes. I got me a different petite, a Richard Lee. Rockin' Chanel with his code. I'm Louis Vuitton in my feet. My neck is on fleek. VVS down on my toes. I'm shooting my best from the deep, and yo bitch is a freak. Niggas be acting like hoes. Say I get my, woo, woo. I get my, woo, woo. I get my drip in the street. Woo, woo. I get my, woo, woo. I get my drip in the street.
I can't depend on y'all. Back against the wall. Hey. Back against the wall. Burberry down when the judge read my charges. Thinking to myself, you gotta watch who you surrounded with. You can bring the feast and they turn and leave you starving. A lot of these niggas gay and I ain't talking Marvin. I was helping niggas when they was down on their dicks. I was making sure you had room when it could've fit. Sacrificing, nigga, that's when I ain't even had shit. And you wanna turn around and make it seem like I ain't that bitch. Like, I ain't the reason niggas round here in whips. Like, I ain't the reason niggas rockin' rollies on their wrists. They try to make it seem like I was waiting on the bitch. Only bitch I ever waited on was a white brick, that's what the stamp in the middle. It's some things I can't speak on instrumentals. But if we make it from the south, that's 100 bands in the rental. When you play with money like this, and ain't know you would see you. Got my back against the wall. Scrolling through my phone with nobody to call. I can't depend on y'all. Thinking to myself like, where was y'all? Where was y'all? Where was y'all? Thinking to myself like, where was y'all? Where was y'all? Thinking to myself like, laying in the hospital bed, hooked up the IVs. I can see my whole life flashing right before me. Lost my car, lost my crib, I done lost everything. Don't know if it's the devil or God telling me everything. Heart turned cold, yeah, it's December. I ain't had nobody to phone. I remember everybody niggas speaking all the loyalty, don't know what it mean. Pay my lawyer up in full, get them charges deceased. Hey, call a petty case, cause niggas is trifling. 50K on the jury, what I look like fighting. Diamonds doing a rain dance, look like lightning. Been hopping out the telly, bitches, baby daddies, I am got my back against the wall. Hey, scrolling through my phone with nobody to call. I can't depend on y'all. Thinking to myself like, where was y'all? Where was y'all? Where was y'all? Thinking to myself like, thinking to myself like, to myself like, where was y'all? Thinking to myself like, to myself like.
Oh, it's not gonna work with that kind of transaction completed.
Live CNT.
If you knew how hard it is to live without.
Yeah. What up? We back. It's us. It's we.
It's
D.L.E.
D.L.E.
Hey, man, that first track was Mr. A.I. Drip from the streets. That was hard.
Hey,
you know what I mean? Met that young man this week and come to find out. What up, Drip? Come to find out. I said, what up, Drip? What up, A.I.? Yeah, come to find out that's one of my partners, man. One of my OG. I would call him my OG. I grew up underneath this dude, man. Good dude. It's his son. I didn't even know it was his son. Yeah. I'm sitting around a bunch of people.
Small world.
Yeah,
small
yeah,
world. I keep
yeah.
telling people it's a small world.
Yeah. And also, we just played The Wall from oh man, I know I did not. Her name is Tiara Santoya. Tiara Santoya.
Yeah, I like that song by her.
Yeah, she got some fire. That's actually my favorite joint from her. But she got another. Her actual single is called Body, and that joint right there is fire too. But this Wall, when she was here, I was holding her for that Wall joint, man. But let's get to it. E.
Yeah, let's do that.
So
I'm ready.
over the week, this whole past week, we come on Sunday, so we kind of get we get some of the news late, and then we get all the news for the next coming week early.
Yeah.
Right? So you get your news here first, depending on what we want to tell y'all.
I think you got a little surprise for me. I know you were trying to give me some of the specifics, like before we went on break. So
yeah, so
what are these people talking about?
All right, so let's get the one that's more realistic to me.
Okay.
That I feel should be, and I don't know why that just happened right here. But my live was disconnected off of Facebook. But it's all good. I'm gonna start it over again. So yeah, I'm sorry about that, Facebookers, and Instagrammers and Live 365 listeners. Basically what happened here was we have a young man by the name of Alpo. That's what they called him in the streets.
That started to sound familiar. Now that you say but I don't be 100% sure.
So the easiest way that I could get you to understand who I'm talking about is to bring you back to the movie Paid in Full. Have you seen Paid in Full?
Yeah. Had the DVD several times, lend it out, get stolen. So yeah.
So if nobody knows how important that movie was to Harlem itself, or New York period, for some of the more so Harlem, because a lot of the the OGs and the gang, the gangsters, the street dudes, they get to relive some of the stuff that took place in their hood.
Okay.
And this young man was one of the shooters. They would call him the shooter. He was a shooter.
Now you talking movie or you talking real life?
This is these are real life people.
Okay.
The movie was based on real life people.
Okay.
Nothing.
Was he
nothing
playing
faking
himself?
it. No.
Okay.
Cameron played him.
Okay.
Cameron played him.
Okay.
So his name was
that's
Rico.
Who Cameron was playing.
Yeah.
Okay,
His name was Rico. But some way somehow I don't know the history behind Alpo. But the man just got out of prison maybe a couple years ago. I want to say about 3 to 4 years ago. He's been out of prison now.
Okay.
And this morning, Saturday night, Sunday morning, somewhere in that area, approximately whatever, he was gunned down. He was sitting in his truck Actually, from what I'm hearing, he was parked in front of a building or something like that. He started driving and he tried to get away. Mm-hmm. It looked like from the pictures that I'm seeing, it looked like a car. It was a setup. A car actually drove in front of him.
I was getting ready to say either somebody told him he was sitting there.
Oh yeah.
Or I doubt that somebody was just riding by unless that's somewhere he normally be.
Right. So
you know what I mean?
No, you're right. You're completely right. So however that took place, they shot and killed this man. Tons of bullets went inside his truck.
Wow.
And by the time they got him to the hospital, he was done. All right. So here's the thing. This is a bittersweet thing, because from what the movie and from what the stories that have been told, this same man was in the streets doing his thing, you know, and basically, you know, flipped on his boys.
Oh.
Shot and killed one of them.
Oh.
And took his money, took his drugs. And then there was another young man that he couldn't get over on. He kind of got, so he did the snitching.
Okay.
Once he got locked up. So people looked at him two different ways. Some people looked at him as this, which he was. He was a wild cowboy. You know, he was a shooter. Everybody knew that. He was respected for that. But some people also understood that he was a snitch and he was a switch out on his boys. He'll kill. He was a backstabber.
Well, you know, a lot of things do come to an end.
Yeah.
Well, generally all things will come to an end. However, his time came yesterday or this morning, whichever it was.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know why some people don't think. I guarantee you, it's not a lot of people who are outraged. Like, I can't believe that. They might, if they are, they're like, because he's probably the person that gets you first.
Yeah.
But now, as far as like it just happening, you know, it's like you had to know. To me, I would say this: you had to know at some point in time that when you live a certain way. Let me make a rhyme. It's hard to get away.
Go ahead, because I know
you live a certain way. It's hard to get away.
You live by the gun, you die by the gun.
Dead all day long. So it's sort of like, you know, and then you don't ever know what kind of changes people have made. You know, I just hate to see when people have lived a certain life and they decide, you know, that they're gonna switch it up and do better, and then that's when they, you know, that's when go.
The karma comes back.
Yeah.
The crazy thing about it is you just wouldn't have known with him.
No,
you don't know.
You wouldn't. But even the best of the best gotta go.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's not like that.
Yeah.
Sometimes, you know, they actually, you know, live a lot longer than other people.
Yeah, and he did. He outlived all the majority of a lot of the people that was some of the ballers back in the day. He was one of the flashy ones, and you know,
right.
He was also a soldier, so people knew. You know, I'm thinking maybe that, and I don't know how long that was out for him. You know what I mean? But you know, he did some dirt to a lot of people. You know, so you know, how long do you think that, you know, it's gonna take for karma to come back around that corner for you? But to the people that do respect them, man, and we just over here at D.L.E. Radio, we would like to send our condolences out to Alpo Martinez family and friends.
Yes.
I don't wish that for nobody.
You know, to his family, you know, his family, because everybody, you know, no matter what, whether they do something bad, everybody has a family.
Right.
And some people know them, you know, differently. So,
right.
Just, yeah.
Sorry, his story definitely is a famous one, you know.
Oh, yeah.
So, and he did some things for the city of Harlem. So,
I know
city of New York, I'm sorry.
I've been thinking like all weekend. It started probably Thursday night. I had found out about Freeway. You know, he lost his daughter. Yeah. But the extra.
Wait, which Freeway you talking about? Not Philadelphia. Okay,
yeah,
Philadelphia.
Yeah. That's the only freeway.
No, I get it. I get
Wow.
it. I get what you're saying.
I like
Because the
Freeway.
rapper Freeway lost his son. That's
the same person.
No.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes, it
This
is.
why.
No,
this
they
why
both. No, it is.
No.
He lost his son last year, and
Yeah.
he just lost his daughter this year around the same time. If we're talking about the
See,
same
that's
person.
what. So, This why I asked you, because let me tell you something. Philadelphia
Benny
freeway.
Siegel Freeway.
Okay, got you.
That's who I'm talking about.
Okay, because there's another. You know the other. You know the
But
real.
they had
you know
that.
who the real freeway is.
Well, that's who he named himself after, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
yeah.
that's why I was asking. I
Okay,
wanted to make sure.
well,
'Cause I don't my bad.
Come
I'm
on now.
sorry.
You know.
I'm sorry. I just wanted to make sure. So.
So
What you was
yeah, but it's so eerie.
Mm-hmm.
And I've been sending him messages. You know, I don't know if
Yeah.
they saw it or not, but his son passed away last year.
Yeah.
Around this time.
Yeah.
It was the same week, and then she just passed a few days ago. So they're 1 year and some days apart in passing away.
Yeah.
His daughter and his son, and I'm just thinking like that's heavy.
Yeah. He having a rough time.
Yeah.
And then him himself.
And his friend, dang, I can't think of his name. It's another guy.
Mhm.
They're saying that he just lost his son too. The same, like a day, like Freeway lost his daughter, she passed, and then the next day his son.
That's
I don't know
crazy.
if it's I can't remember what happened to his son, but I will find out what his
that's
name
crazy.
is.
And see.
But
Yeah.
I was really hurting for him because I know she had she was ill. She had
Mhm.
cancer, and he said she was, you know, like she was so sweet. And I was
Mhm.
looking at a lot of the videos that he was posting, and she was
Yeah,
she was a soldier. She really carried that well. Even when she was sick, she seemed like she was always just so sweet and positive. So that kind of bothered me all weekend long.
Yeah.
I wanted to send condolences out to
Yeah, definitely.
his family.
Definitely. And we also want to say
and their families as well, because I don't think you know, her mother,
right.
you know, I don't think they're together. I don't think so.
But I would like to add for Freeway to just, you know, I mean, there's no advice you can give somebody that lost
No,
two
but
kids.
he's up, and he's been, you know,
But
like
he has
talking.
the thing is he also have a health issue.
Okay, yeah.
So, you know, that could add on to his you
Mhm.
know, to his situation, man. You know, and I'm just, you know, we just got to pray for the brother, man, and hope
Yeah.
that he get through this, you know,
Hey,
with the love of
Kathy.
his family. But yeah, so that's man, that's tough.
Yeah, it is.
That's tough. So look, we gonna get into something different, man. I
we
talk
gotta
into
come up
something
out of the
different, yeah.
sadness.
And then we'll get into the bogus mess going on around Jada and Will soon, right after this. But I found something interesting
Okay.
online the other day, and it appears that dating is really weird these days.
It ain't weird. It's just whack.
Well, I don't know, and I don't
It
know
is, it's
because
whack. I'm
listen,
telling you.
E, it's weird. I'm gonna tell you why
Whack
weird
people.
because it's weird people. I'm gonna tell you what's happening. So a young lady went on a date with with this guy, and she ended up texting him after the fact that the date was over. And
Okay.
here's what she texted. Hey, last night was fun, but after watching you eat the rolls as soon as they came to the table, I don't think I want to continue this. Everyone knows you wait 5 minutes before reaching for the free bread. So
Wait a minute. Hold on. You said 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So you know them warm rolls that come on
It's either rolls or bread. Yeah,
Yeah.
depending on where you are.
yeah, or yeah,
And they bring the little butter on the side.
yeah.
Okay. And because
She-
you already been sitting there hungry.
Yes.
Okay.
So she feels like because he attacked them, he started eating them soon as they hit the table. That
Nobody got time to be cute like she want to be. She want to be cute. That man probably was hungry. He probably done waited
So-
all day. He might have had to go pick her up.
right,
And take her there. He probably
Right.
don't even already like her anyway. Now he festering that in his head. And the
'Cause
bread came and that man wanted to eat.
I can only imagine his face as he was eating, and he realized that she had, like, you could tell when somebody is thrown off.
Oh, I'm sure if she said that, she probably had her nose turned up.
Yeah. So this is what I mean by weird. Now, E, let me ask you a question. Would that have turned you off?
As a woman, as her? You mean like?
Yeah,
Which
like
person am I supposed to be?
no, I mean, you her. Like, would you be
like
turned
if I'm
off
if I'm at the table with a guy and he does that? Well,
is that an issue?
Well, let me tell you what would be an issue. I do believe that if you're on a date and the bread comes, I don't care how fast it gets eaten. I just think that he's supposed to let me eat some bread. You know, cut the bread
till
first.
You reach for it first,
and then he can do what he do. We're gonna do what we do because we came to eat.
Right.
You know, if we at a restaurant,
agreed.
that's the only thing. You know, now if he dived in, and
this is stupid,
and then offered to let me, like we're gonna have some bread first,
right?
Then that'll be something I could place in my head. But she's saying you're supposed to just wait 5 minutes before anybody touches the bread.
The damn bread.
Like, what the hell is wrong with her?
I don't know.
Like, what kind of crack is that? Because who told you when it comes to time and food? As far as my dad always taught me, make sure that I chew. He told me to chew 38 times.
Mm-hmm.
But now I doubt I make it to 38.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot of chews.
Mm-hmm. I'm not doing.
But I do believe you're supposed to chew your food first, then swallow. Yes,
right.
That's the only time I know. It ain't even a time frame on that. But to wait 5 minutes, I mean, are we praying?
I don't know what's going on. I didn't even realize. So
But
finding
she made
out.
it easy for him. You see what I mean?
She made it what?
She made
easy?
it real easy for him when she sent that text. You don't.
Oh
think
yeah.
So?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Because at that point, because I already know that after she said that, or after she seen that happen, she already was turned off. In her whatever way that was, I don't know what that was. Her weirdness.
She was disgusted.
She was, and so the rest of that date did not go well. So I'm sure for him, he was like, you know what, something wrong with her. She's got a stick up her ass somewhere.
Wait a minute. Did she? I thought so. I know you said the rest of the date probably didn't go well.
I mean,
just because she's disgusted. That's what she's saying.
Yeah, you can only imagine it. I mean, like she said it. She's saying, hey, look, because of this reason, because you went and grabbed them damn biscuits off that table before 5 minutes was up, I'm choosing to discontinue dating, with this date.
And what she don't know is,
I will not be texting
what
no
I
more.
what I like for people not to do is get ahead of themselves. He might didn't even want to take you on another date.
Man,
that's what he might have didn't want to do. Okay.
Man,
he might not have liked how you chewed. He might not have liked the fact that you had a disgusting look on your face.
I want to know if she sat there for the rest of the date looking at things that he would do.
Because let me tell you, she wanted to eat.
Right.
She wanted.
Oh, she ate that food and he paid for it.
She wanted that free meal. She just wanted to get through that so that she could go. Now, what her problem is going to be is the dude that comes along down the line later on, that she really, really likes, that gives her all of these things in the order that she wants. That's who she gonna fall for. But that's gonna be the dude that's playing it because he already done figured that out.
See, here's my thing.
And that's who she gonna be a complete fool for. And then later on in life, maybe when that little light goes off, she's gonna think about the fact that maybe it was me. Some people die not knowing that
it was them. Yeah,
that's sad.
Yeah. One thing I can say about that situation is I believe everybody should have their own preference, right?
Oh,
so,
for sure.
So, but or what you would say standards. But if your standards is I can't grab like once that warm biscuit or them rolls, especially if they coming from what's the steak spot?
Oh no.
There's a steak spot or
well, the only person I know that's seen bring out biscuits.
Who? No,
it's
biscuits.
Red Lobsters.
Don't listen.
The cheese.
If them damn biscuits come on,
why you not gonna let that woman get some biscuits first?
Man, it ain't even about her getting.
So what happens if you reach at the same time?
No, that wasn't the problem though. If that was the problem, then I could understand. But the problem wasn't that she didn't get to touch him first. The problem was
waiting 5 minutes.
That he didn't wait 5 minutes. Now, who the hell want cold biscuits or the cold buns? Nobody. I don't know where is she from?
Man,
like
I said buns.
Yeah, nobody like cold buns. All right,
no.
Keep your buns warm. Eat the buns warm.
I don't know about. You know what? I don't even want the buns. I don't want to eat the buns. I don't like how you said that. You eat the damn buns warm. That's what you do.
Why they glossy?
Oh. I don't care if they're not glossy. We just gonna leave them buns where they are.
Hey, listen.
No, sir.
470-412-0917. That's 470.
Yeah, let us know what you think.
412-0917.
Yeah, call in, people.
Call in. Let
me
let
know
us
about
know
this 5-minute grace period.
Yeah, that's
on getting bread.
Basically,
that's crazy.
That's ridiculous.
That's so super.
But that's
crazy.
what I'm saying. Like, dating is becoming weird. But we're gonna come right back. We're gonna get into a song real quick. When we come right back, we're gonna finish this up with y'all. And I also want to talk about this Jada thing.
Yeah,
right?
me too.
We'll be right back.
All right, people, we're gonna take a short break. Come back.
Terrible.
This a kilo beats.
I talk to God, he talk back to me. I've been trying hard to find that one for me. I was losing faith, yeah, B.I.G. But I still pray before I went to sleep. Then I woke up, it was like Christmas Day. I turned over, you were right here with me. If I'm dreaming, then I don't wanna wait, no. God sent me someone like that. Someone who gon' have my back. Someone who gon' love me back. You showed up right after that. I pray for you. God sent me you because I asked him to. Never said loving you would be simple. Wasn't always good to you, but meant to be. We still rockin' with all that we've been through. Swimming in it like a dolphin. Your love get me high, get to talking. Your loving so good, it got me stalking. I swear I love you, girl, until they drop my coffin. I tell you all about how I feel, don't do it often. Don't really talk a big step, but I do the walking. I stay prayed up, yeah, me and Big God, we be talking. Ask for an angel, next thing I know you were falling. But I caught you and I ain't letting go. I love you, I think I should tell you more. Stole my heart, then you stole my soul. God answered my prayer, I started praying more. God sent me someone like that. Someone who gon' have my back. Someone who gon' love me back. You showed up right after that. I pray for you. God sent me you because I asked him to. Never said loving you would be simple. Wasn't always good to you, but meant to be. We still rockin' with all that we've been through. That's cause I pray for somebody. Pray for someone who's somebody love me. Somebody love me back, yeah. God sent me you because I asked him to. But never said loving you would be simple. Wasn't always good to you, but meant to be. We still rockin' with all that we've been through. God sent me you because I asked him to. Never said loving you would be simple. Wasn't always good to you, but meant to be. We still rockin' with all that we've been through. Need someone like that. Someone who gon' have my back. Someone who gon' love me back. You showed up right after that.
Yes. We are back. I almost did. I almost was going into the Teddy Riley joint again with the yups. You know what I mean? Almost did that.
Yeah, I saw that.
They wouldn't have known what that was. Anyway,
I don't know, depending on who listens, because some people like me know it right off the bat.
Yeah, I know. Yo, now I know this is about 4 days ago, but man, a 16-year-old Memphis rapper was shot and killed at a funeral. It's
too much.
What?
Like, why?
Goodness. PSO Emmett, who wasn't, man, that's crazy. Man, he was shot and killed at a funeral. That I don't even want to go no further than that, man.
Well, one thing about it, when people are looking for you, they can hey Kimberly, they can A lot of times they know people are going to go to certain funerals, and they know that's where to catch them.
It's just crazy. It's crazy.
You
That's how
they know that's where to catch them.
Yeah.
So that's I'm sorry, but that's not even like a new situation.
Goodness. Yo, so E, this is what's been going on, right?
Talk to me.
And it's a little annoying,
Okay.
right? It's I think it's more annoying because I feel like it won't. All right. So Jada Pinkett Smith, all right, Will Smith wife. We all know who that is, right? We all know who Will Smith is. And I believe that there's a reason for all of this as well. I love this woman, you know. I love Jada. Jada has always been. Jada was the Gabrielle Unions and what's the other girl? What's the other girl that's been playing in all these movies? Just similar to Gab. No, I'm just saying she's always been the one that people like when it comes to all the black movies that, you know, the real classics she was in. You know, she's been the one that everybody went to. You know, to Set It Off.
Yeah,
and
I got you.
everything. So very popular in the movie. Forget movie, different world. You know,
what she do, man? What she do?
Man. So we already know about the entanglement situation with her and August Alsina.
Oh yeah.
All right. So now that's we finally almost away from that.
I thought we were completely away from that.
Yeah, until she hopped her ass back out there on the red table. It's like she's spinning on the table. And they're having a conversation about you know, being behind closed doors and what takes place. And she says that, you know, she believes that your lover, without you telling them, should know how to please you, should know what you want and everything, you know, whatever.
Well, she got to be a whole crazy if she think that.
This is what she's saying. And that's the thing. So
you know how many people been loving on each other and don't know what the other one really like because they've been just pretending because they don't want to hurt the other person's feelings?
That, or if we're talking Jada and Will, right? Because there's so much stuff that's going around out there. There's this thing where they think that people are saying that Will and Dwayne Martin had this bromance situation going on that was supposed to be more than just that, right? But when I hear from Tisha Campbell and Viv, is it Viv that? Yeah, Vivica Fox, her husband became friends with Dwayne Martin.
No, Lisa Ray.
Lisa Ray. I'm sorry. Forgive me, Viv. Forgive me, Viv, if you hear it. I'm trying here. I freestyle everything.
Yeah, Lisa Ray is
good friends with Dwayne Martin. Right.
Well,
so was until she claims that her husband was being introduced to other women by Dwayne, and which he started cheating. Here's my thing about that. I want to just touch on all these different components of this whole story. For one, I believe if somebody's going to cheat, I don't care how many women another man can introduce you to. If you want to cheat, it's a choice on your own. You grown as hell. You know, I don't. Yeah, that's true. Am I right or wrong?
That's true. I've always believed that. It's just like they say, you know, this woman, she took my man. No, she didn't take your man. Your man decided to give himself.
Right. So that was a choice. That was a choice.
Right.
So, but she blames him. She blames Dwayne for that.
Well, no. Well, you hold on, because at first I was looking side-eyed too. But you got to realize, I don't think she necessarily like blamed Dwayne for that.
Blamed him.
She knew. No. Dwayne knew that a lot of things were taking place, and Dwayne was moving shady. Dwayne was her friend.
Right. First.
You understand what I'm saying?
I know.
Not like Buddy, but like the
homie. Yeah.
So Dwayne, I think another factor in that was Dwayne seemed like he got a little excited. I think too excited when starting to hang out with Lisa Ray's husband. You understand what I'm saying? So he started wilding, and then it's like, Dwayne, you already suspect anyway. So were you just, you know, were you doing all of this just to have him out with you? But like Lisa said, if you're my friend, certain stuff is like this. Why would you even be introducing him to people. Like you said, yeah, he don't have to talk to them, but you still violating by introducing. Because see, it's one thing introduce. Oh, hey, this is my homegirl, such. No, most times sometimes like the way he was introducing, to my understanding is, she ain't got nobody. I mean, it's almost like he knew that her husband moved that way. So let me.
But guess what? Still at that time, like, here's my thing. If I have a wife, and her homeboy introduces me to any woman, I'm not stupid enough, or am I going to risk my relationship to say, like, what if this is a test, for one, right? Two, what did he have to say? Yo, listen, that's my homegirl, but I ain't going to say nothing if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Hey, I got a wife too, and this is what I do to relax.
Right, but it's a lot of people that do. Yes, a lot of people that do that.
But it still was Lisa Ray's ex-husband's choice. It was his choice.
Yeah, at the end of the day, it's his choice. He's over here on the sideline, but the issue is between her and Dwayne. That's what I'm saying. It's still not cool to be doing that. When you got caught, you see what I'm saying? You got caught. You're supposed to be my friend.
I don't know. I just feel like
I'm not saying it's not. You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying. I just feel like
you got to realize most times the situation is a little different. Usually, how that situation usually goes is you get mad at the husband because he goes out with his homeboys,
right?
And you don't like those homeboys because
But
you
my
think they
homeboy,
make him do this,
and you.
But you my homeboy and you doing this,
or you my homeboy and you know he doing this and you ain't even telling me nothing.
Well, that now even though with that, now I will say this. That depends on how you get.
Business.
No. Right, but that depends on how you get down. If I've been out there and I've seen your significant other doing what I know ain't cool, ain't right.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? Now I might tell you the first time, but from experience now, I might not say a word because I know how people do.
Right.
They're gonna tell them that Erica said that she saw you this, that, and the other. He gonna go ahead and finesse the situation.
Right.
They're gonna be back together.
Right.
And not a damn thing I said counted.
Right.
So that's why I don't say nothing. But
now
that's probably what she expected from him.
All right.
It's one thing if you see him out and you don't say nothing. Fine, well, and good. Let me deal with that because I'll find out when I find out. But it's another thing when I find out my friend trying to put him in a situation, whether he takes the bait or not, you still shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah, I get that. I just feel like I just feel like it's still his choice. Now look, we're gonna move on from that. That's the timeline. So it starts off with Dwayne, Lisa Ray, her husband. Next move is because Dwayne is with Tisha. He has a show on that's produced by Will Smith, whatever that show was, with Lisa Ray, right? They all get cool. Him and Will Smith get cool, whatever. They claim it's a bromance.
Right.
People start claiming it's a gay situation going on.
Right.
But Lisa even said, I think that had nothing to do with being gay. This is a thing where they probably meeting other women and doing things. Now, granted, we're going to move forward from that part to the Jada thing.
Okay.
Jada and Will, as we all know, has been letting people know, hey, we in an open relationship, right?
Okay.
So now with this open relationship thing, open marriage thing, basically meaning, they get to go and do their thing separately, but take it home.
Okay, so if they got an open marriage, right? I find it hard to believe she couldn't possibly be talking about him, because I'm gonna tell you why.
Exactly.
I find that hard to believe because if you got a whole open marriage, y'all talking about y'all. I mean, what are you not talking about sexually?
Right.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right. But
apparently it's not going to be enough between you and I, because we want to have an open marriage. We have a little hunger for something else.
So here's what I
variety.
This is what I think. I believe that, with a lot of, so Will happens to be, I think Will happens to be more busier than Jada. He's doing a lot more. I just feel like, all the bad boy movies and such and such, whatever, right? So she's home. She needs attention. He's not giving it to her. He's too busy. They had this conversation. She might want, and I don't know. I'm just making this up myself.
Okay.
I just feel like Jada was the one that wanted to have this open marriage.
She could have been.
I only say this.
Maybe. I don't know.
Look.
Maybe.
So back. I don't know if it was in the early '90s, but it was some time where there was like 3 different girls that was being said, and the girls didn't come out. It was just, tabloids. It's kind of, hey, you see Will with this chick and this chick, but it never was official that a woman came out and said, yeah, I was with her, with Will, the same way.
I mean, they
August
have
said that he was with Jada,
and it's been said that Jada is a little outgoing. So I can see how you feel that
it was
way.
a Jada move. So now I say this because now we get to the red table. This is her job. This is what she do. She's doing what we do. We get on these microphones and we just talk, right? And sometimes we talk some personal stuff. Sometimes we don't. Sometimes we talk stories about coming from other people. She gets up there and start talking about how people should know their lovers and who they're in love with, and they should just know. First off, just from that, nobody can read your damn mind. You still have to communicate what you want in the bedroom. You don't believe that, E?
Yeah, I do. It's just
how
it's just that I do believe that. I do believe that. I mean, because a lot of people, you got to realize, people before you, they've already dealt with other people. So everybody likes something different. You understand what I'm saying? So with that being said, I believe in, seeing what happens after a while. If I know, like, I'm getting the same action from a person, and this is where their head is, and I haven't said anything at that time, then it's time to say, hey, excuse me.
I mean, they've been together for years, right? So she was, I forgot how old she was, but then I'm also, if you go back to the episode where they were all sitting at the table with her mom and Will sitting at the table, they're talking about the marriage. At her wedding, she didn't even want to get married. She said, yeah, Jada didn't want to have she didn't want to get married. She didn't want no wedding. She's walking down the aisle crying.
So why was she getting married?
Her mama.
Oh.
So I'm adding all this together, and I don't know if anybody went online and looked up this information, but I actually did, because I didn't want to be synced, because I just put out I just did a little podcast where I wanted to talk about, well, not I wanted to touch on some of that, and I didn't want to be missing in what I'm saying, and people could come back to me and be like, oh, you don't know what you're talking about. But I said, you know what, let me go back, because if that's the case, I'll delete my little thing that I had, my little rant. But I go looking up information, and I'm like, yo, like, Jada didn't even want to be married. We all know she had the situation with Tupac, right?
Yeah.
Nobody know. Everybody says it's a soulmate thing. They never had no sexual relationships.
Yeah, they were supposed to be best friends.
Right. Okay. So now Will come out talking about, not, and I hate to say it that way, but now Will is saying, at one point he wanted to commit suicide, and he start telling us about how he's going through the journey. I mean, we've seen it on Instagram where he's talking about being overweight and he wants to change that, and he start working out. He's making fun of things and being happy.
Oh, okay.
But we're just seeing it from what he's posting, like, oh, he's good, blah blah blah.
Right.
Even when he's sitting down talking to his wife about this August Alsina thing, we see him kind of like looking like he brushing it off, like, I'm good.
Yeah.
And of course, so I think,
like, come in and save the day for her because they own her. So let me go help her.
Yes. And that's what I'm getting at, because
and
if you go ahead, what you gonna say?
If I do say if he's caught in a place where his sexuality isn't what has been said, then of course he gonna be miserable, because he feeling like he can't live his truth, and it's putting a
Damn,
halt
E.
on his life.
E, this why you up here with me, E.
You see what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, because this why I got you. This why I got Miss E up here with me on the show. All right, because I was going there because what's happening is on a lot of the posts that people putting up about Will saying this whole this thing about this documentary he about to put out. Everybody's like, the first thing they saying is, damn, Jada, what you doing to my boy? Yo, damn, Jada, like, yo, you just need to leave Jada. Like, they blaming it on Jada. Now, granted, I'm sure that he's going to come out and say this got nothing to do with Jada. But then there's some people that's saying stuff like, what if the reason why things have been off with Jada is because she knows her man is bisexual? And,
well, I mean, well, then that would have to go. That might have to go two ways then, because I think she been in the lady pond several times.
Hey,
I could be wrong. But what I'm saying is when these people are when people are living very open relationship lives, a lot of people think when you say open marriage, okay, you go and deal with the opposite sex, but that's not true, because some people go.
I always think when they say open, I think, oh, you giving your mate a hall pass to deal with other. Well, if it's a male, she's dealing with other men, and
that's what I'm saying.
I thought you were saying that.
No, that's what I'm saying. But
my bad.
I think nowadays that means whatever, because so many situations are whatever.
Yeah.
You have same sex, couples now, and then some couples who are together where we're married. We don't have sex. I know that you're I know that you're gay, and you can go do what you need to do to get yourself sexually satisfied, and we're gonna raise these children together. And I do what I do. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But we're good friends now. But we just don't sleep together, and not everybody in the world needs to know that.
But that's the thing. That's the problem. And I think that's why people really upset with Jada. That's why I'm upset.
I think
with
she
her.
just need to be quiet.
Yes,
she's
man.
too.
That's my thing.
And I think too, like when it comes to their children, is like, I don't know.
They don't need to even know all that.
But they live like they seem so confused because the baby. If you saw that that episode of Red Table Talk when she says she is omnipoly, I'm like,
what is that?
Okay, so you got LGBTQ. PO so and so on.
Yeah.
Right. So she just, when she likes a person, she can fall in love with a person. She feels like you can fall in love with anybody. But and I mean fall in love, like not this is my best friend, this is another female. It's just anybody. And so also with that being said, now you got to add on to, because you got omni and poly. So one is,
like
if I'm not, I know one is like you can fall in love with
say poly
male or female.
Like
so you can like a male or a female, and they don't want you to say you're bisexual, because they're saying they're not preferred. They're not. It's not just I'm set on all women. I'm set on all men, which is bisexual.
Basically,
which is bisexual, but they don't want to call it that because they say we're the people who just fall in love with people. They're in love with people, period.
Okay.
So those people that they're in love with don't believe in titles. So you can't call me bisexual because I don't believe in titles. However, you just got another title when you called yourself omni. Is that not a title?
Yeah.
You gave yourself a title. So see, that's to me, that's confusion.
It's very confusing.
But also to add on to that, when I said omnipoly, she can fall in love with more than one person at a time. So she may have a girlfriend and a boyfriend, and then can also go with that boyfriend's cousin.
So she could just say that she could be like an African with 5 or 8 wives, right? She could be Akon.
Right, okay. right. They're all in a relationship, and that's what she has going on now.
Well, here's I'm gonna get off of that little girl.
Yeah,
that was
but
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. It was just confusing.
But think about her in that confusion.
I get it.
And look at her parents.
I know. I get it.
You see what I'm saying? If her dad was if her dad was, you got to realize this is how I think stuff comes to be. If you're already feeling a certain way before you have children, you're already fighting demons before you have children. And then the other person who you're having children with, if they're fighting some demons, whatever you got going on, that's internal, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you come together and you make babies, right? You know, certain things can be passed down. Your emotions and feelings. I cried a lot while I was pregnant. My son is very sensitive. You know what I'm saying? Sensitive to the fact when I say that, like, it doesn't take. He doesn't like for you to yell at him. He doesn't like. He's easy to cry. Put it that way.
Right.
Now he might not cry about every little thing.
Right.
But I think most of that may have come from me doing so much crying while I was pregnant.
I get it.
You know how they say, you know, he loves music.
So
I loved music too at that time. So, you know, you kind of get what your parents got going on. Because look at the boy. I mean, you don't ever really see him with, you know, too many girlfriends or anything like that. He's just out saving the world right now and doing some rapping and a lot of other different things. So you don't really know what's going on with him either. The only one out of Will's kids that seemed to be kind of leveled out is Trey. But Trey is from a different mother.
Yeah, basically, Pleasure says it just means you can be with multiple people in a relationship at one time. Cool. That's crazy. But look,
but people fight against that. People are always fighting against that when it came to a man can have several wives or be why so how is that not polygamy? How is that like not polygamy?
All I know is that, let's say all those are okay with the world, right? Let's say all this is okay.
People making things into what they want them to be because that's the situation that they want. Sooner or later, I mean, my thing is, see the problem. You know what?
No, I get
I'm gonna leave that alone because I can go real deep with that.
But what I'm saying here is, let's say everybody's cool with all these new terms or whatever, right? Let's say all that's cool.
People just making up things to do what they want to do.
I get it. All. Let's just say all that is cool, right? But in this situation with Jada and Will, or anybody, let's get off of Jada and Will. Anybody that's in a in a relationship, if you're just boyfriend, girlfriend, if y'all just friends with benefits, if you're whatever it is, when you're in the bedroom, no matter who you are or what you want to identify as, you have to communicate if your partner is not hitting the spots, or if your partner is not touching you right. You got to. Or if it's something that you like. Because see, what I was looking at is, let's say with whatever partners Jada might have had, or if it's just been Will through all this time, at some point she has got to say, okay, you know what, I've heard something from friends and I want something different. I want to try something out. But you're not going to say nothing to Will, and you just end up stepping out of the relationship and getting it from someone else. And now when Will find out, he's pissed off.
That wouldn't be what that would be about if you stepped out because he didn't know that you like that. No. You already.
What you think that situation with the Alcina kid was? It was a young kid. They was cool. You know, she's already doing her thing, and then she ends up doing something with this kid. Then we hear this whole, yeah, you know, your partner should know everything, blah, blah, blah. Period. No matter what. No way in hell can your lover know what you want in the bedroom if you don't tell him. I promise you, I'm sure.
Well, wait a minute. Let me ask you this. If you get together with somebody and everything that happened that day, if nobody made any complaints, and you know how like guys, you know, like how back in the day, when it's the first time somebody does something, and then the guy or the woman call each other and they talking the next day. Yeah. And you know, it used to be a thing where you're not supposed to
you want to blow somebody
ask. You know, you're not supposed to ask. Oh, so how was it? Right. But then now it's like, if people don't ask how was it, and then they assume that it was good because the woman or the man, whomever, didn't complain. Right. Then you continue going on that path. Right. So you got to realize, like, you can't expect him to know that it wasn't good, or
right. That's what I'm
you
saying.
know what I'm saying. If you didn't say anything,
and then the reason why I said okay, they've been together this long. Like I'm talking about the stench of their relationship, the length of it, because I'm sure, just like anybody else,
Right,
I don't know
right.
about how these young kids are now. I mean, this generation is now.
Right.
But I always felt like you don't pull out your tricks all at once. You take your time pulling out the tricks. But even after you get all the tricks out and you do them you do them throughout the years, at some point, your partner's going to be like, okay, especially if she's hearing it from other people. They got different things going on in this world now.
Yeah, they do.
And people are like they're talking about it. Girlfriends are having conversations, and they looking. You going to work out or whatever, and you see another dude there, and y'all talking about him, and somebody said, "Oh yeah, I heard this."
Right.
Then you go back home to your man, who you've been getting the same orange juice all this time, and now you want it. Yeah. Now look, I'm just saying, that whole thing, being on the island and all you could drink is orange juice, and then the apple juice pop up. But my thing is, so now you go back home to your man, and it's vice versa. It could be man or woman.
Yeah.
You go back home to your partner, and you're scared to say, "Hey, I want to try something like this," because now your partner might be like, "Well, what the hell you heard this about? I mean, heard this from, or where you get this from?" I just think
people just need to be blunt and be like, you know what? I know every time we do, it's not gonna be fireworks, which is true. I hate when people lie because it's just not. Sex is just like that.
Right.
It's just every time just not gonna be fireworks, and you got to reps with the same person. Now, like some people like, oh yes, it is. Every time I go and see my other boo thing, but that's because you're not seeing your boo thing every night. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's easier if whoever you got on the side, his loving is so good because you don't see him every day now. And your husband, if you seeing this person every day, and let's say y'all will see when people marry, they say when people are married,
the lack of sex,
they don't expect them to be doing it every day.
Yeah.
But you got some people that say that they do. However, if you go see your sidekick twice a month, it can be banging. Because first of all, it's
what you're not getting
not necessarily might not be what you're not getting on. It's just something different.
Yeah.
Because you ain't gonna have the same size, and he gonna do the same thing. It's just gonna be totally different. So it would be maybe a little different, but I just don't see. There's no way I wouldn't say anything.
Right.
That's just like when women go out to eat with a guy, right? And they act like they scared to eat. Yeah, see, I'm going to eat.
Yeah.
So if I'm going to eat in front of you, I'm going to tell you, hey, that little thing you did last night?
Yeah.
I don't know why you bit me.
But
do it again. I don't do it again or don't do it again.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
Either one or the other.
Or don't do it again.
So Pleasure said not taking Jada's side at all. But maybe if Will is battling mental health, he may not have been in the place to hear certain things about what he is or isn't doing mentally. Yeah, basically mental is or ain't doing, period, sexually or whatever.
But they still been together a long time.
Mental illness is tricky. It is. You're right. Completely right. And they have been together for a long time. I mean, gosh, damn, something ain't going. You're gonna have a beef. You're gonna have
and
misunderstandings.
Maybe it's just things that, well.
And look, if you saying, hey, if y'all both agreed on having an open relationship, you damn sure gonna learn some new things out there. You know what I'm saying? So if you get back in the bed with the man that you've been with or the woman that you've been with all these years,
I don't think she was talking about them.
I don't think so either.
Nah, she couldn't have been.
I don't think so either.
I highly doubt that she was talking about them.
But she says this. She says, I never said that I was talking about me and Will.
Okay.
But see,
let's take them out the equation.
But no, because listen, if you ain't never say that, why you saying it? Period. Why are you even saying this?
She probably was just trying to have a random conversation.
I get it.
On the
on the table. But you already know, if you ain't saying that it's about you and Will, we already know you in the open. Who you talking about then? This is what your audience is thinking. This is what the world is thinking now because of what you guys have put out there. And I think a lot of people just feel some kind of way now because they feel like Jada has been putting out. She's talking too much, and every time she says something, it feel like it's pertaining to them.
Well, wait a minute. Well, would that be her fault or would that be the people's fault?
It would be her fault.
Why? No. I disagree. Because my thing is, she is on a what? A talk show.
Yeah, she's on a talk show.
You're supposed to bring issues to the talk show.
Yeah, no, I get that.
That other people can relate to or speak on,
but
right?
that's why I said to you earlier, we're doing the same thing. We're on the radio. We talk. This is what happens. You could talk about other people's experience, and people are going to think who is your experience, period.
Well, I let my people know. I don't like that. And I like that yesterday. Could you do that again? Because you haven't done that in a very long time.
Yo, listen, on that note, we going to come right back. All right, we're gonna go to a song, come back. We got to get y'all out of here. It's almost 7:30.
Wow.
Yeah, that was a good minute. So we'll be right back. You heard?
Yeah.
Right here on D.L.E. Radio. Quarter one Big Del.
MSC, baby.
Yeah.
Step in my lane for a dose of the vibe that is earning me strikes on my letterman. Steady rocking the track like a sediment. See the smoke hit the flame, so they let him in. With the way I was doubting, I seen a time where I'm letting it go or just deading it. I stare in the lake for some clarity. I'm airing it out with the elements. I'm focused on being an elephant. Number one topic when stepping into a room. You're concerned with the women and money, I'm leaving you to it. Got bigger fish to consume. No blueprint to follow, I'm carving away at the road that I'm on. Create what I feel to break up the monotony. Leveling up as I'm moving along. Steps that I'm taking, got the city shaking. I'm a kamikaze, blow up at the station. I'm feeling like Michael when stuck in the Matrix. Mojo is groovy, we're walking to greatness. Watching my pennies, I'm saving them up for a flow. Responsible, go and agree with a vote. Throwing them over like Jack with a Coke. Watching them sink while I'm driving the boat. Nickel. High, 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 high. I need you to lift me 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 high. Fire like spiraling high like a gyro. The illest blur straight from the veil with no title. Writing the book that should be in the Bible. I'm coaching through regions, head west like I'm Feifel. Perfecting the style. It took me a second from people's reactions who wasn't expected. Surprising the masses were more than elected. Shocking my bows, I'm competing and teching. This is a combination, no mistaking. The damage is dealt, got L's all in rotation. I'm dope with the spell, no point is being taken. I'm licking the parts of wizard and I'm making magic. When I'm spazzing, purchase with the pen. Leave it on the line, going for the win. Cut it kinda close, brought it to an end. Getting back up, time to represent. High, 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 high. I need you to lift me 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 high. The chemicals rush through my noggin. It seems that I'm viewing the world from inside of the seams. Thinking the glitches of seeing are part of the game, so it's all pretty normal to me. Distracted by thoughts of my malice emerging. Casualties running from crashing and swerving. Feeling the entity rising my body to train me to hunt for the victim that's lurking. Fixing myself to see better days. Man, you killing me, Smalls. I'm at the light. So I light up an L and I tell them pray. This a eulogy, thought you would say a lot. My heart is increasingly blacker and colder like mirrors. I need a distraction. Search for a succubus out of the vibe. My spirit by way through the phallus. Sharp as a blade being used to shred up a terrapin, leaving a mess. Spilling what all that remains on the canvas and leaking the porch of the stress. The Negro and Blanco are clashing together. The image is blurry and yet I can vividly see where you're hiding. The deal has been made and I couldn't collect.
Transaction completed.
Live CNT.
If you knew how hard it is to live without.
Yeah, we back. It's us, it's we. It's D.L.E. I am Quad the One Big Deal.
And it's Miss E, baby.
And listen, anybody out there. Oh, first off, that was A.O.K. by the name, and he goes by A.O.K. and the name of the song is "Lift Me High." That song was just dropped recently on iTunes, and all the songs you have heard tonight are definitely on D.L.E. Radio, along with a bunch of other dope artists.
Yeah, get on over to D.L.E. Radio and get yourself something.
Yeah, just go to Listen. I prefer you go to DLE.com.
Yeah, you go to DLE.com.
Just go to DLE.com. You know, anything you want, you can find it there. All the shows. Shout out to all the shows on D.L.E. Radio. Reem and Juice, the Parlay Show, and
April's
Corner. You know, I'm trying to get my homegirl Keisha Green back, the writer's choice. You know, I'm gonna try to get that
where you
back.
At, Keisha?
Yeah. The thing is, it's a lot of work. It's a lot of work because Keisha do her thing on Facebook. She got all her audience is on Facebook, and they tune in daily. You know, so I'm trying to work that out. See how I could fit her back in. But yeah, and then we also have Band on BP. All right, and we also have.
Yeah, that's right. I forgot about them.
Yeah, Band on BP. They
just don't see them often. That's why.
Yeah,
that's all.
Yeah, they're a trip. So Band on BP, April's Corner, the Parlay Show, Reem and Juice, and of course it's us. It's we.
It's D.L.E.
It's D.L.E.
That's right.
Over here with the Weekend Bullshit Report.
So I want to give a little shout out to my cousin. He's probably on the road right now. Cedric, what up, cuz?
Said, what up? Said he said.
Yeah, he came through. My other cousin Jake, he came through slightly. I mean, for just a few seconds. He probably had something to do. I appreciate y'all supporting everything. Kathy Murray came through, also. And Detective Quinn or Investigator Quinn came through.
She an investigator now? She used to be a detective.
No.
Oh, okay.
Don't do that. You talking about Quinn? Yeah. No.
Yeah.
So and Kimberly, she came through today. So I just want to give a shout out to everybody that came through.
Definitely.
But I do want to I want to ask.
Go ahead.
Real quick. I know we summing this thing up.
Yeah.
So have you had anybody come to you with that? To tell you that, hey, I don't like some of the stuff that you do, or you don't do enough.
Nah, actually, I've asked.
You stuttering over there. I've asked.
Because just like what Jada should have done, and that is
why you keep putting Jada in this.
Because she does what we're doing.
Situation.
No, she does what we're doing. She's doing a talk show, and. You have to consider the other person that you may be mentioning, because people know who I may be talking about because of they're gonna be like, well, damn, he only been with this person for an amount of time.
No.
But
I'm pretty sure you had
in their
plenty
mind,
of many,
in their brain, they, from who they see me with, they gonna think it's just that person I'm talking about.
Let me tell you something. So what? Because guess what?
What up?
If you aren't together no more and you didn't call no names, then it is what it is.
Right.
But people write movies about.
But I have in the past I've asked, and just to make sure, like, yo, is everything good? Anything need to change? What's this? What's that? What's going on? What we need to do?
Well, what made you ask? Did you sense like something was wrong? In case y'all didn't understand what we're talking about is people not fulfilling one another.
Bring that back up. Basically, we're talking about, when you're not being fulfilled. If your partner is not, if you're not communicating in the bedroom, like what Jada said was basically your lover should know. Now I need to reference what we're talking about. Is your lover should know what you need in the bedroom without having to say it. All right. And for me, I believe that if you don't speak up, especially when your lover is asking, then you are at fault for not getting what you need.
Right. So you say you didn't have that. You was
I
good. They
what?
told you, yeah, Big Daddy, you just
nah, I ain't say all
wonderful.
that. I ain't say all that.
That's you saying?
You going too
you
far.
The man.
Nah,
yes,
I ain't say all that.
That's what they
said?
said?
I ain't say all that.
Okay.
All I'm saying is,
and I can hear my cousin now. The one that I was just talking about. I know. Oh no, they never have no problems with me, baby. Yeah, trust me, they calling me now, cuz. That all that kind of stuff.
Well, see, here's the deal. they're gonna be caught. Like in men have to get over this acting like we are, slinging the swords of God out here.
Yeah, they
you know
not
what I mean?
all swords.
Now, hold on. All I'm saying is that after a certain amount of time, there's a thing called boredom that kicks in. No matter no matter how explosive it used to be, it was.
Right.
At some point, it's gonna be like, okay, what else can we do? Right. But even then, the question has to come up. Okay, is there anything that I can do to help?
Because people just get comfortable.
Get content.
It's not like the person isn't, what they have and all that stuff isn't good. It's just the fact that you can dampen the situation yourself. It might not be the product that you have.
Right.
The problem is you can just dampen the situation. The women can be like, I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. I don't feel like it. Well, we're going on day number 7. We're at the end of the week, and you don't feel like it.
Right.
So
what's going on?
Right. And then
I'm tired.
Yeah. Now, if she been tired for 2 months in a row, then there might be a whole nother issue going on.
There's a lot of issues going on.
Yeah. So she might be letting Teddy, tighten her up.
But I mean, these days is everything in the mix.
But
Teddy
what about the men that say that there's nothing? When you ask men like, okay, you got a whole wife, what you out here trying to talk to other women for? And they say, well, a lot of guys make up excuses.
You want me to give these men up, huh? Black men don't cheat, man.
That's
nah,
right.
I'm saying,
they don't.
Nah, go ahead. What you saying?
So they say.
What you saying?
But I'm saying, then they get on there and say, they might tell you, well, to be honest, there's nothing wrong with my wife. I just like variety. Sometimes like something a little different.
No, you know what this is. Let's just be 100, all right, and so we can get out of here. What's happening is people, not just men, people like sneaky shit. People like to do things they ain't supposed to be doing, and
it does
away
feel
with
good. I can tell you
that's
that now
it.
From experience. Oh my goodness,
that's it.
Oh, I tell you,
and
that sneaking is
guess
just
what?
the best. But it's just what's so wrong. It just can feel so good.
But guess what? But
people don't do it.
No, but guess what?
Don't do it.
Because
I don't do it no more.
When the person that you're sneaking around on decides that
who probably doing
they
it
don't
too.
want, or maybe not, and they decide they don't want to be in a situation no more. Now you ain't got to be sneaky no more. But when it becomes a thing where you could be out in the open with it, it's now getting boring. It's boring now because it's not sneaky no more. It's not exciting.
I don't know, because you got to realize the person who you were sneaking with, they might have had somebody too. So now that your person done left you, now you still sneaking with them.
No, because you know how many situations I done heard where either the male or the female that was sneaking around that don't have anybody else left, and the other person do. Now that person want that attention from that person that they was sneaking around with.
Yeah, but see, that's their fault. That's why you always keep another backup. You see what I'm saying?
Hey.
You might have been sneaking with them, but you got to always keep in your head.
So now you got to have
all this stuff can go wrong.
What these kids call them now? You need 3 sneaky links now.
Well, I mean, ain't
It's
nothing wrong
crazy.
with that.
Yeah,
what's
a lot wrong with that.
I mean, there used to be nothing wrong with that, because see, now I'm a different woman.
Yo, E up here bugging, man. We gonna get up out of here, man. We appreciate you guys for hanging out with us this weekend. All right. I know it's Halloween, so happy Halloween to everybody. Please be safe out there. There's a lot of craziness going on. Recently I seen a young lady just walk a dog outside on a porch, and walking the dog back in. A guy tried to follow her inside her household, broke windows and did everything to break in. All right.
Yeah,
and
she shouldn't have a dog.
No, but it was a little dog. Now the crazy thing is, the mother turned the man in. Well, she ain't turned him in. She fessed that was her son. The problem is they won't even go arrest this man because they saying he didn't get into the house. So it's like, ladies, be safe out here. Protect yourself. If y'all out there having a good time during the Halloween holiday, whatever you want to call this, just be safe.
Well, I'm getting ready to go trick or treating.
Yeah, well,
see what kind of men I can put in my bag.
And the other thing too, hey, shout out to the city of Atlanta. All right, we gonna cross our fingers and pray that you guys get this World Series. All right.
Cedric say, if you ask, you shall receive.
Stupid. We out of here,
I'm
man.
so
We'll
mad
check
at
y'all
him.
out later,
I'm
man.
so mad
Y'all
at
have a
him.
good weekend and a good week.
Bye bye. Love ya.
Peace. CNT.
If you knew how hard it is to live without